Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to tonight's town hall. It's Thursday night, January 12th, 2023. I got the year wrong. I just caught that. So there's the errata for you for tonight's show. I know a lot of you were wondering when's the errata going to show up. So I want to get that out of the way early so you can all kick back, relax, and we can enjoy the new year together. So we're episode 58 again. And let's see if we can get Bill and Billy to join. Right now, I don't see their camera, however, so maybe we don't have them. I can hear them. Oh. Hi, Bill.
Yes. Yeah, hold on. We're doing something. We'll be on in a minute.
Okay, no problem. So let's do this. In the meantime, I'll bring them back a little bit later. So we'll just leave that spot open for them. So you'll see them show up right on this other side over here. So I want to do a quick updates with everybody, if that's okay. So let's go ahead and transition over to that. So one thing I want to do was just see, hopefully you can say in comments if you're a subscriber to our newsletter. Be good to know if you do get our newsletter. We did send out the newsletter today. So I'm going to show that here as an example. I'll make it a little bit larger so you can just see it a little bit better. So I just want to walk you through the newsletter, and Bill and Billy are just working on the setup right now. So that's fine. So we'll do this. So we sent out this earlier today. So I'll check the comments. Curious if you received the newsletter. Okay, if you subscribed from our website. So it's free to subscribe. If you need help how to subscribe, just send me an email at john@compassgames.com and I could just add you. That's no problem at all. So happy to do that. So what we basically wanted to announce, and we'll talk about this with Bill and Billy today, is we are inching closer to the end of our Compass Games 2022 holiday catalog sale. So it started in the winter time frame. It's been going on for about 2+ months, and there they are. And it's going to be ending on January 25th will be the last day for it. But now we've got Bill and Billy back. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Good to see you.
How you doing, John?
Good to see you. Your full chin is and you've got the little scruff. A full chin and scruff.
Yeah.
All together. So it's great to see you tonight. Sorry. Looks
well,
like
it's a new year.
Yes, it is. Good. Absolutely. Excited about the new year. I was just starting to talk about the catalog, actually. Didn't know if you want to get into that yet, but yeah, how was your holidays over the new year? This is our first 2023.
That was good.
Was it good? Restful? Everybody?
No, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no, we all had a good time, and I think I need to give a shout out to everybody. Yeah. Okay, whether they're designers, customers, okay, artists, developers, play testers, the people in the office. Okay, I always say this, and it always gets better. I've closed out the books for the year.
Great.
And extraordinary year this year was one of our not even close to where all the other years were. Okay. We had a great year. And that's again to everybody who buys our games, everybody to help produce our games. And we couldn't do it without the designers, the artists. I know I'm missing people, but so shout out to everybody.
Yep. Well,
because without them, okay, we couldn't be where we are. So, yeah, it's just been a great year, and we've got a great staff in place. And I think everybody's going to be happy with what's coming up this year. We released 3 games.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of activity over the holidays, right?
Sniper
Kill confirmed. Yeah, and Schnellboats. And Combat 1, Combat 2, we're back shipping again.
Yeah, we restocked like 7 other games as well, I think, or 6 or 7 other games.
Oh wow!
We're finally back in restock. And I know Paper Wars 102 should be in the mail to subscribers, and Great. Then we'll mail the Kickstarters out.
Yep.
But yeah, know why? Because here's a good thing. Chanel boats, and I said Chanel because again, Chanel means it's a high quality perfume, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous hotel.
And it sells well. So I'm saying Chanel boats because yeah, it's selling better than I expected.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so I think we've got a good series there that just continues to.
Yeah.
I know that Devil Boats is almost going to be out of print again.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to thank. Okay, because I just want to thank that. What? No,
Don't say it.
Billy's got his head down. I haven't seen Billy put his head
It
down.
is the new year because I'm giving
Don't
shout
say
outs
it.
to everybody.
Don't say it.
I haven't seen Billy put
Yeah,
his head
listen,
down
Phil.
like that.
The executive producer shut that down.
Yeah, executive producer shut me
that
down.
is a-
Executive producer. Okay.
Oh, American Tank Ace was out of print in 45 days.
Yeah, so that one will be coming back. So
Yep, that should be back hopefully in March. But yeah, I go like I said, it's just been a great year, and yeah, things are good. We continue to make our balance sheet very solid.
Mhm.
Okay, for the upcoming quote maybe recession, whatever economic downturn happens.
right.
Okay, we've been planning for that. And we've got a lot of games in the works. A lot of games that are gonna. What we want to get out is all those old games that have been sitting there
Yep.
for
absolutely.
a while. I think that's what my pledge this year is that we got to get those old games moving. And it's not because we're sitting on them.
No.
It's because they're in development, the
Yeah.
designers. What?
Oh, one of the
We both
comments
saw
got you there. I don't know which comment you're looking at. I just posted here.
Oh
private
yeah,
pub-
no, John. Email us what you're missing, and we'll send it to you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, right here, John. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just email us with your address, and we'll send it to you.
See, Bill does live customer support during town halls. Bill and
Yeah,
Billy both.
because if you email us, we send it out to you.
So American Tank
And
Ace.
what I have found
Yep,
again in my
Mhm.
investigation, I don't know if Mo's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, what I found, because I've done a little research, and I found it's amazing how many I found just arbitrarily looking.
Oh, here we go.
I found 5 to 6 guys on Board Game Geek who have specifically said, I don't own the game, I don't plan to own the game, but I play it on Vassal.
I thought it was just the one you told me about the other day. You mentioned there was
No,
one.
I found more. I found one guy that's so it is a prevalent thing, and one guy even called, and the guy, people are calling him out, and he goes, well, I don't want to so I just wanted to let people know that is a real thing.
You've got evidence and proof. So I'll take the trigger warning away, since you are confident. You seem more confident in your conviction about
Correct, because I'm
Vassal.
right. But other than that, no, I think that I just wanted to tell Mo that because of the new year, and I want to do good communication. So I just wanted to let him know that.
Okay, well, Mo, you're now informed. So I told Mo actually the story you told me, so I passed that on to him. But I didn't know it was 5 or 6. So you've given me a good update. There was a question earlier because you mentioned American Tank Ace sold out in 45 days. Somebody asked, is that the quickest selling product in terms of inventory? Is that
I'm
the
gonna say
quickest?
no.
I think NATO wasn't NATO one that went pretty. I'm trying to think. I think there were a few you've had, like Stellar Horizons and others, that went pretty fast for a first print
No,
run.
I think,
But 45 days is pretty fast. That's not even 2 months. That's pretty fast.
correct.
Was NATO less than 2 months? I can't
No,
remember.
I'll tell you who the other one was.
Uh-huh.
It's close.
It's
Was
close. I can't it's
because
at the
it was the beginning of the year 2 years ago. Devils was-
yes, and it sold out. Like,
Devil Boats went fast too.
Devil's Boat went pretty fast. I would say that those two,
Okay.
45, 60 days, I think those two really hit the ground running. And I think American Tank Ace, and like I said, we're already the second printing of Devil's Boat is almost out.
Yeah, almost out, right?
And Chanel Boats is again because it's selling so good. Okay, Sniper Kill's doing good.
Yep, that's our latest release.
Yeah, paper. Third World War was a quick seller. I think we have a lot that are in the like not too much behind that, like in the 70-day range.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So that's fast. That's really fast though. That's less than 3 months.
I don't know.
That's a really short shelf life for a print
It could have
run.
been 60.
Less than 90 days.
That was
David, let's see here. David White says, thanks, Bill, Bill, for your support, and Billy, for the Compass Games Enthusiast Group. We passed 2,750 members this week. So shout out. The group keeps growing.
Yes.
I see new members joining literally every day. So there you go. And here's more customer service for you, Bill, to keep you on your toes, to take care of John. He's got more requests. So we're going to intersperse his requests and others. We're going to give you a customer service post every 5 minutes tonight just to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, no, what we'll do is we'll do both. I'll have Julian send him a file, but he's going to get the actual copy of it.
So we're going to try to trigger you, Bill. So we want more understanding of the situation with Vassal. So how do they do Vassal since it doesn't have the player aids needed to play the complete game or say the
Because I think they get it. Because then what I started doing was I started seeing posts about guys who post that say, oh, could somebody send me a player aid because I lost mine.
Yep, that's what Mo
Okay,
says. Mo's
so-
thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they get it through that way. And yeah, it's just, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to tell Mo that, which I always knew in the beginning, I'm right, and that's all that matters.
So Robert is making a counter argument for the defense in this court case here, and he says, well, maybe the opponent owns the game and he just needed it to play with the opponent.
No, because
It's a solitaire game, though. He was doing it solitaire.
Yeah, it was a solitaire game.
All right, so that was a good defensive stance, Robert Oda.
Oh
take
no,
that.
I don't. I see that. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, we don't have a problem. So here, John. So here again is the same. Yeah, we should clarify this. That this is probably an important point because obviously you have people that you want to play games with, and maybe they don't have it yet, or you just want to. Yeah. So there it makes sense where you're trying to pull somebody into the game, and Bill is.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about those.
Yeah, you're talking
I'm
about
not
the ones.
talking about people who have the game and are using it for their opponents.
Yeah, here.
I'm talking about these are people who actually come on and say, I don't own the game, okay, and I want to play it, not with anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, and do what and people answer them, but
Yeah. Okay.
so that was good.
And then David thinks Carrier Philippines will probably sell out fast. He's guessing based on
Yeah,
that's a popular series. Obviously, that's getting
and
up.
that
there.
we did a pretty big print run on too, and we're gonna probably sell out.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's see here. Just going through a lot of great comments already. More comments about the great customer service that you're getting in real time tonight, everybody. Now's your chance to ask a bunch of customer service questions.
Delete
Why?
comments.
What do I get?
I delete Mo's.
I know Mo is. I don't even read Mo's comments.
Oh, I can't keep up with all the comments tonight, unfortunately. I hope nobody's gonna get mad at me. So let me try to keep up here. How big is a print run? I guess it varies by product based on.
Oh yeah, it varies by product.
Not every product's gonna sell the same as every other. So you have to.
Yeah.
Which one were you the most off with? Would you say just in the last year? Because I think you've really sharpened your blade. So has there been one game that was just a little more off than you thought? Because you've gotten really good. You've gotten really good with tracking that.
No, I'll be honest with you. Okay. I would say I've been off on 70 to 80% of the games last year.
What does off mean?
Off means I print too small of a print run.
Okay. All righty.
And that's again just an avenue of how we do our and it's just the cost of how we do business, and that we don't use a pre-order system.
Right.
So I never have that to gauge. I can see our pre-orders, but I can never have it to gauge
Right.
what we're going to do.
Okay.
And remember, these are planned. These are way in production.
Yeah, you have to make
months and months before.
Yeah, you have to make that number decision.
Yeah. even
few months
before
back.
we run the Kickstarter, the game's in warehouse ready to ship in 2 or 3 weeks.
That-
So I would say that we have been off. We have been off on most everything,
Okay.
except for maybe 20% of games. So it's not.
But the
most
good news is you've got that restock thing down pretty good, where you're already doing the restock before the first.
Oh,
print
yeah,
run.
there have been about 30-40% of those games I've had the restock in production, in printing, before the game's even out with the second group.
Gotcha.
Because I've seen where it's gone over the last 3-4 months of, but yeah, no, I would
Thanks,
say
Mike.
our print runs usually go from, I think print runs have gone from 1,000 to, I think the most first print run we've ever done was like 300 to 3,500.
Okay.
So it all depends on,
Was Enemy Action Kharkov one you went deeper into?
oh no, Enemy Action Kharkov was a ridiculous thing.
Because I
What
know
happened
Bulge,
there-
Bulge keeps selling. So
No, Enemy Action Kharkov isn't the bulge though.
No, the other-
I know. So it's not, it didn't have the same draw.
Well,
It
initially,
will pick up. It's going to pick up. It's going to pick up.
but initially it was a sleeper.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and you're always worried about the second game because the second game always never sells as good as the first game did. So I looked at the numbers, and the numbers weren't growing for like pre-orders and stuff like that. So we did a very modest print run.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after Kickstarter, stuff like that, we were sold out in no time. So we had to do another one. So it's all a hit and miss.
Gotcha.
course.
Commander Ripster, I like your avatar. It's very cool looking there. He's on YouTube, Bill. He's wondering if you do sell out of a product, how often do you reprint? I assume that's a decision you make as you go, right? Because
Yeah,
you
that
wait-
really is a decision. But again, it's our model, which is we don't even put the reprints up on pre-order like other companies do. Okay,
Right, that's
so
true.
I'm reprinting again on the assumption of my gut. And so we're doing all this with a lot of risk involved
Right, right,
because I'm improving reprints
right.
with no pre-orders, which everybody knows. Other companies have pre-order numbers. They won't go to print unless they hit those pre-order numbers, number one. And secondly, they they pre-order the reprints. I do none of that. So
Right.
it's always difficult, but I'll tell you, the good thing right now is things are selling.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this is funny. I think War Table's trying to trigger you. He says, legend has it that Bill is still on BGG just looking for cheaters.
No, I actually no, I gotta tell you this. This is no joke. I don't even go. I have really
Yeah.
okay. I have really stayed away from all that.
So
I
people
don't
are-
go. I don't go on BGG a lot to look at. I just like looking at my 8.5s, my 8.0s, and stuff like that. I don't go into the. I
Okay.
don't go into the delving very often anymore.
So is there any social outlets you go to look online? Are there certain places you do find yourself checking in more or less?
Yeah,
Say-
like I said, I'll go to Board Game Geeks just to look at, like if people have, like if people have questions or stuff on stuff, but I won't go in and look at the comments very often.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, because it just amazes me, and I just don't do it anymore.
All right. Well, I have a
But I
question.
go to, I still go to Consum World. I go to our Facebook.
Yeah.
And
Compass
I do
enthusiast.
peruse Board Game Geek, but not to the degree.
All right.
that I
Well,
did before.
since you shared the results with the books being closed on 2022, and with so now that the Compass holiday sale is winding down, I think it's January 25th. It's
Yes.
January 25th. So can you share? I don't know if you have hard results yet, or just can you share with everybody how the catalog sale was compared to relatively the most recent ones?
Get open out. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, so You're going to be back. Okay, so you're going to get a printout. Is that what you're going to do?
See, real-time financial information.
Oh, here we go. All right, so you're pulling up. So yeah, so I figure the catalog sale is the biggest promotion, longest running promotion by far that Compass Games
Yeah,
does. So it'd be interesting to see. We have the Kickstarters for every product as well, but it'll be interesting to see, especially if there's numbers compared to previous years. I don't know if that's available,
You want to lie?
but I assume the catalog sale has met expectations based on the books how they closed this year. So he's going to pull real numbers here, folks. So give him a moment to
Because everything is.
pull them up.
Why not?
Yeah, that could be it.
So is this form marked top secret at all or anything?
I
like
don't
that?
know. I don't know where I am
Go
now.
back to the thing.
This thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to close everything out when I.
All right. Well, if you don't have the numbers in front of you, you can
I
tell us
got
that it.
'em. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we were. No, we're ahead of last year.
Okay.
Okay, with like 2 weeks left to go.
Right. 2 weeks left to go. Good.
Okay, I think if I read this right, it's very small print because all on one.
Yep. That is small print.
I told you that.
On the other side, I could tell.
We did about almost 5,800 in units sold.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
Okay, so that was good.
That's really good.
And our biggest winner of the, I don't know, yeah, that was a good winner, I guess.
You gotta let them guess.
No, I don't think they're gonna guess, are
So
they?
that's what we should know.
That's the full catalog of games, right? It could be ones in print, in stock. It could be pre-order. That's going to be a
Yep.
tough one. That would be a tough one to guess. That would be
Well,
hard.
yeah, no, the biggest one out of now Enemy Action Kolkov was the biggest one, but again, that was a new game, so I discount those.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I do. I do it.
He's got his own rules.
Yeah, I make up my rules as I go. But the big winner here, okay, was NATO. Was number one.
NATO. Oh, by the way, I think we mentioned this already. So NATO,
Yeah.
Bruce Maxwell, congratulations. He got the CSR award
Oh, of
for
course.
best.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So we love
got to tip our hat to Bruce Maxwell because and the team.
great game. Okay. Then here's the funny thing. Now NATO's been out for a couple years. So
Yeah.
Okay. The second one is Enemy Action Ardennes, a game that's been out for 7 years,
And it doesn't
and
surprise
it
me.
just continues to sell.
People keep posting about it, especially
Okay.
over the holidays, December.
Then, Death in the Trenches was a big one. Okay, and then African Campaign,
Oh, great.
and I'll tell you which are two games that really continue to. They're under the radar. Brothers at War. Right?
18. Yep. Brothers
He's
War,
doing a
1862.
phenomenal job.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, and the other one is Barbarians. I would think
Barbarians at the
that those-
Gates.
Yeah, those two were sleepers,
Yeah.
and I know that Chris Muller is working on another
4 battles.
4 battles for Brothers at War, but
Good.
that one did well.
Good.
Now, some people did bad, but can't have everybody do well.
So sorry, Kyle, you missed the errata. Was at the very
Third
opening of
World
the
War.
show.
Third World War was another one.
Third World War was another big
Yeah.
seller, as expected. I mean, that's a great project team did a bang up job on that multi piece project, 4 games in 1. That was awesome. So
Right.
Kai, yes, you missed the beginning of the show. We had some errata early on, so you can catch the recording.
No, this is again. It takes to everybody out there who continues to buy our games and
E4 Airman says thanks for being so transparent with sharing how the business is doing, and obviously good news that you're satisfied and pleased with the results for 2022 now that it's in the book. So more pressure on us for 2023, obviously, for sure.
Yeah, it's just-
So
yeah,
want to
no,
keep it going.
yeah, no, it's all about the team,
Absolutely.
and the team is really extraordinary. And then we're going on that what's the name of it? I think you guys are going to hear more of. Yeah, what's it called?
Golden Age.
Yeah, Golden Age.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which
Yep.
is a
A new division?
subsidiary of Compass, which is going to be more of they're going to be what are they?
In between.
In between
Crossover.
crossovers.
Yep.
Okay,
Crossover
so
game line.
some of these games I would have done it as a Compass
Sure.
game. One that I think is really gonna what's that game? Oh, okay, yeah. Burning Banners.
Yeah. Burning
It's
Banners.
gonna
Christopher
be-
Moeller.
Oh yeah, that's going to be an unbelievable game.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't distract from any Compass projects. Okay, because Compass projects are what they are. These are for the new kids on the block.
Gotcha.
These are for the younger generation. Okay, is doing the Golden Age stuff.
Exactly.
That's
So
part of-
yeah. So that's great. So since you've been so transparent tonight, Bill, Robert O is going to throw in a zinger of a question at you here. What was your biggest disappointment from last year in terms of Compass business overall? Biggest challenge. We consider maybe biggest challenge. Maybe that would be. Maybe it doesn't have to be a disappointment. If you're not disappointed about anything, it could be the biggest challenge or something new.
No, that worked well. No, but look, you always have issues, but
I know we had certain negotiations we tried with certain people that didn't quite go as good as we hoped, but I don't know if that would be considered a disappointment because that was just one plan of many, and we don't expect we don't expect all plans to
I still think everything works
can't
out.
control that,
yeah.
right?
Did I think that was a disappointment? No, I thought it was I thought it was I thought that was just a big effing waste of my time.
Yeah. That's
Because
what I was just gonna say.
I feel that I was jerked around.
Yeah.
Okay, and I feel that I put myself out there.
Yeah.
Okay, and there was a yeah, I wouldn't say that was a disappointment. I would say that was just
That time suck. Didn't quite.
it was a time, and it was look, it was a something that it just wasn't right from the beginning. But at the end, it led me to the GDW reprints,
Yes.
which
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, we've got that's us going like
Yeah.
I just reviewed series 120.
Oh, good.
Okay, at the printers.
Good.
Burma will go to the production in probably end of February. Okay, Chaco's being worked on.
Right now,
We've
Chaco.
been working on Road to the Rhine, and that should have been wrapped up, but there's issues there.
Sure.
Okay, but I'm glad. Look, deals.
Not every deal's gonna go through. We know that, right?
Yeah,
We know that's gonna happen.
But this is just people's inflated mind of what things are worth, and
Yeah,
not
that's
into
what it came down
reality.
to.
But that's fine. So I wouldn't call that disappointment. I would just call that
Yeah,
it was just a waste of my time
yeah,
when I could have been doing other stuff.
yeah,
So so that was good.
yeah,
Okay, and I think it gave us the ability to go to Golden Age.
yep.
And I just think disappointment. I don't know what disappointment. How the hell can anything be a disappointment when I'm running a company in a hobby that I love
Right.
and have been playing as a hobby for 4? So there's challenges,
Yeah.
always challenges. I've got my son in it. I've got my nephew. I've got great people that are around me. I've got you. I've got Brittany. I got Heather. I got my wife involved. How can anything be a disappointment when you're working the job of a lifetime, and it's not even like a job.
Right. Right.
It's just a great thing to do. So no, there is no disappointment.
Okay. All righty. Well, that was a fair question. I would, if I was in a stretch on a disappointment, I'd say you wear your emotions on the sleeves and you're very committed to quality. So I know when there's a little flub up of like a print run, like you find a component in your post-production review phase in the basement, something's off. I know it's not big enough of an event to call a disappointment. Probably it's just it's just a frustration, probably a frustration for you when you say, this reached a point where it has to be redone, or we can't let it go out this way. I'm sure that is something I know nobody would like to have to experience with a product, right?
But
That's always a challenge.
But the good thing that we have is because, okay, the good thing we have is we have the ability to reprint stuff. And what I mean by that is not reprint it. I mean, I just did, and it doesn't bother me. Okay. Things go through all the channels, goes through everything. And then we find that there's an issue. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have no problem. And we did this last week. We printed a whole new rule book and a chart for a game.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
that they were already in production. It was already done. We
Yeah.
get a sample. We can review it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had stuff that's been in the warehouse, and we'll reprint the rules before it ever gets released.
Right.
So because of how our system is set up now, which wasn't the case 2 years ago, wasn't the case. Okay. We have the ability to make changes at any given point in time in the production. And I think that has been something positive for us.
I'm not sure Kevin Bill would get anything out of this, to be honest. You'd have to redo the whole.
Yeah,
this one's beyond errata. This one goes beyond errata because this isn't a matter of plugging in errata to fix a game when the game's that broken. This
and I have them all, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I think the other good thing is we've built up a stable of designers.
Absolutely.
Who produces, and look, one of the things that happens in any in the industry is when you're dealing with a designer for the first time, it's a very it's like your first date with some girl. Okay, you don't know all the ins and outs.
Right.
Okay, because every designer works differently, every developer works differently. We work differently than other companies. So there is a getting to know each other. Okay. Yeah. The beauty is when you have those designers that do 3, 4, 5 games for you. Okay. After the first one, it just flows better. Because we've got a lot of designers that are doing many different games for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Exactly. So we're not looking. I think 60-70% of our designers are doing more than one game for us now. Yeah. And that just is a great thing to have because it shores up the issues. It shores up because everybody knows their place in the process. Everybody knows what they need to do. And it just makes it an easier and more, when it comes out, it's a better quality just because you know each other and you're working with each other and you have that relationship.
Exactly. Kevin's joining us and he wants to go back. Just, simple product question. He's curious. He's a fan of the Commands and Colors.
No, I've talked to Richard over the years. He has no other battles he wants to do in the American Rap.
Just like you said, when there's designers, we could work with 60-70% of them and do new stuff for multiple things. But sometimes with designers, they might just not have anything.
Oh no, he just has not. He just has no battles that he thinks would.
Yeah.
Because I think we did French Expansion Kit, and I think we did the main game. And then I asked him, well, what about the Native Americans? See, I did that too. Native Americans. I'm politically correct now. Native Americans. Okay. Even though I was watching a 1950 movie today, I don't know what
I like the old movies. Yeah. I love the old movies. Those
it's funny. Those old movies could never make it on TV today.
Well, it's they're
because
missing
of
a lot of
whole
things.
different society.
Yeah, it's true. That's for sure. Patient Zero is asking, how's initial development of the Fleet series reprints looking?
Here's the good news. We finally found somebody to take it and run with it, because I had paid for the first game probably in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just sat there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I couldn't get anybody with the time, because it's to get that done. And then I'm talking to my vassal friend, okay, Mo.
Yep.
And we're having a conversation. And I said, well, would you be interested in doing Fleet series?
What was your conversation, talking about getting Vessel out for free before a game ships to everybody? Is that what your conversation was about?
No, I was trying to get our conversation to be more positive, because whenever we're on the phone, it's never, he's always yelling at me and telling me I'm wrong, and I'm always telling him he's wrong. It's a good conflict that we have. It's just bantering. And then all of a sudden we were talking about his Man of War that he's doing.
Yep. SimCan. Yep. That's wrapping up. That's wrapping up.
Why don't you do the Fleet series?
Yeah.
So he said yes. So that's where that is going.
That's good news.
GDW. What we're going to do is, because we're moving at a quicker pace, we're going to come up with a list of 4 or 5, and we can do this next time to see what we should be getting the rights to.
Right. So we have rights. I think today it was around 10 to 12 games. I think it was above 10.
Yeah.
It was at least 10, and about half of them are done or almost done out of that list, I think. So.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I got those questions to get.
Yeah,
to.
well, let's do a poll question.
Okay. So just as a reminder for everybody, if you can join us on Slido.com, there's the number you want to put in. There's going to be a little prompt for you when you go to Slido.com. Put in that 7-figure number in the prompt, or you can also see it right here. So you can just take, this. Let me hide this. You can just take your phone, because you can do this on the phone. You don't have to be on your computer. If you have your smartphone, just take a picture of this QR code right here you see right now, which should be easy to do, and that will take you right into our poll questions. So we're going to go ahead and get started then, Bill, with the poll questions.
Yes. Well, we'll do 2 now and then 2.
Okay, so let me go ahead and pull those up, because I have those on my phone. So give me 1 second. So let's see if this works. So let's see here. So here is our first poll question for everybody this evening. How many Compass games did you purchase last year in 2022? So it ranges from obviously 0, and then we have increments 1 to 3, 4 to 8, or more than 9 or more. So this is for just last year, last 12 months, 2022. Right now we have 39. Well, that number is growing fast, Bill. So like I said, there's the little QR code. If you're not getting to this first question, no problem. Just shoot that QR code with your camera, your camera phone, and you will be set, and you can go ahead and join for the next question. So it looks like almost half did 1 to 3 games, Bill.
Okay. What we'll do is let's wait a minute, because to get an accurate picture for marketing and stuff like that. Okay, we're up to 71 people, so let's wait a few minutes and we can talk about some stuff.
Okay, sure.
And keep this up, so because if we can get like 100, then we'll have like a good sample.
Sure. Yeah, we've got 209 people live right now, just so you know what the number is. So,
so if we get like over 100, I think that's a good.
That's a high percent. Yeah, that's a high percent. Getting 50% of the audience would be really, really good. So we're almost there. So
yeah, so I just want to keep it open, and we can talk about other stuff, and so let's have that.
Okay, sure thing. So so on the GDW stuff we were talking about, so we can add more games with our arrangement. So we'll find out in a upcoming episode what additional games we can add and pursue as new projects. As like you mentioned, we're going through them pretty quickly already, so we need to look at more. Martin is asking, what about have you considered republishing Moments in History games? Which to be honest, Yeah.
I think some of those games were published by that new company
Yeah,
in
Critical Hit.
Germany.
Well, Critical. Well, yeah, that's true. VUCA
Yes, they did
Simulations.
some of Dirk's stuff.
They did some, and Critical Hit, although I'm sure it would have expired by now, the license agreements, because it was long, long ago. Yeah, I'd say VUCA has interest in certain types of games, but there's other games from moments in history that Marlboro Flanders, World War One, Ted Racer's World War One game. There's several. There's other World War One games. Oli did one as well. So there's 4 or 5 games that wouldn't fall under that series, which started with Desert Fox, which the name changes the series. Mo can type in the name of the series. He knows it because he's played their games, that series. And I think VUCA put an ad in looking for more designer submissions for that series to get more
Wasn't it
battles.
Moments in History or something?
It was Moments in History. That's something I actually worked with Ulrich Blenneman on in the 90s. I was helping him with that initially. So,
And the good thing is Carrier War will be shipping like the first week of February, end of January. Carrier War.
Yeah. And we have the schedule on our website. Let me see. We're at 102 questions, Bill. So we did hit that. So we have hit that threshold.
It just gives us a good idea, and we're going to have a lot of questions in the future. Not all these kind, more what kind of, so we can gauge what people want out there, and just have some type of feedback. And the other thing we're going to do is, and I told the group this, I said, I want questions to be very specific with answers that are specific. Okay, when we leave something open where we say, okay, what would you like changed? Okay, that sort of leaves it open to where you don't get the poll numbers in like numbers. You get it where people are typing stuff in.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to come up with a list of changes that people might want, and then another category.
Right.
So so we can narrow down our focuses, because I think we need to have you guys be more interactive and give us more information on what you guys like and dislike for Compass, because I think that's what's been missing in some of these shows.
Stuart asked, you didn't miss this, Stuart, so thanks for your question. Are the GDW games like the Designer Signature Edition series, where they might get enhanced and updated by the designer, or are they straight reprints?
Straight Yeah, and we do it like 6 months after the game.
Yep, exactly.
Now, I had a good conversation with John Southard. Okay, Grant Moves. I don't know what it's. I keep saying Grant Moves up.
Western Campaign, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah, Western Campaign is all done. That's going into production. Okay, and he's working on Carrier War, a redo of the original Carrier War, but with the updates that he had in this Carrier War.
Right.
Okay, so it's going to be updated. It's going to be a new game. He's going to add stuff to it. So it's going to be a way better game than the first one, which I could never understand how to play. Okay. Then we talked about another game which would take Grant's Western Theater and move it to Atlanta. That same system.
Right.
So he's got a lot of things planned for us. And I know Aaron Armour is actually hopefully wrapping up.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's in that mode where every day they're posting a little adjustments, little tweaks to little things, which is like you know how Bruce Maxwell is, and he has a great development team.
Yeah.
With Fred Schwartz, they're just doing the final buffing job on the chassis, so it's coming along really well. Eric's asking this question about Combat second printing. Any possibility of making just the maps available for download as a PDF?
I don't know if I have a problem with that.
Okay, good question,
Why
Eric.
would I have a problem with that?
Huh?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Okay, all right. So thanks for the suggestion, Eric. So Bill and Billy are gonna take that and figure that
We'll
one
talk
out.
to
We're going to
Julie.
discuss that one. So Shin
Well,
Godzilla's
I
S.
don't know that.
Yeah, SPI. We don't own any. The copyright for SPI games is all with another company, so that's something we can't do. We can't do like straight reprints or take these titles and do a Compass version of them. Just so you know, somebody asked earlier about GDW. Does that include Europa series? And no, the GDW games available do not include the Europa series games. They are in a legal, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mothball or something that's just, crazy. That's very entwined, very confusing, and doesn't quite work.
Okay, so I think we're stuck at like 109, so we can
We're
do
good?
another poll.
Okay, let's go on to the next
That's
one.
very interesting.
So we have 4 questions for everybody tonight. So thanks for signing up on Slido here. As you can see, there's the QR code again. So let's go to our second question for tonight. And here it is. So instead of talking about games you've actually purchased, what about games you currently have on pre-order, which means, you did the pay later or you did the pre-order by now, but you have not received the game yet because their status is on pre-order still. The games are not shipping or released yet. So by definition, they're on pre-order and not in your hands. How many games do you have on pre-order?
Hey, John.
Yes.
Panzer Creek. We do have the rights to the other game I paid for.
Oh, good. Okay, great. I didn't know
The
that.
Robert E. Lee one.
Okay, did we? Okay. I
already paid him for that, and he
Okay, I
passed
didn't
away,
see.
but,
That's good to know because I didn't see the contract. So that's good. So that means, treat it like GDW then, right?
no. Roger Nord. We're actually 2 games are actually going into artwork, which is Lawrence of Arabia, and he's made some changes to it.
Yeah.
The old 3W and Grand Army of the Republic. Those 2 are actually, he's actually made some good changes, made Grand Army of the Republic more solitaire friendly. And it's actually in for artwork as we're speaking. So I can't wait to see that because I like both of those games. I talked to Roger and we're doing both of those games. But those are they're not going to be exactly like the original because what happens is some designers want to make changes.
Yep.
Because they want it updated. Some don't. GDW, those are purely
Straight reprints.
straight reprints.
Right. And then Carrier Battle Philippine Seas listed on our website homepage. That's going to be coming, I think, next month.
Yeah,
likely.
nobody has the game because it hasn't been released. It's going to be early part of February.
Yep. And then Raleigh was asking about Eastern Front Tank Leader. Yes, I've actually worked in the last week. Asked the project team to write up their updated designer project team notes, which includes 2 of the 3 designers of the series. So we have 2 of the designers of the series, Desert Steel and Western Front Ace. They're both on the project along with 2 or 3 other people. And we've already done the write-up for the entire project, what's changed, what it was like. So yes, all that's going to be included in the game. That could be a short video vignette I might put together pre-recorded with some of the people. But all that work is done. We're just trying to wrap up the game right now. We're getting close to wrap up right now.
Yeah, I want to say that the ones Western Front Ace and Carrier have an enormous amount of pre-orders, as you would expect.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, right, Bill? Those are ones that are we did pretty good print runs, and I still don't think it's going to be enough, but we do what we can do.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so where are we at? 103, so we're over the 100 mark, and looks like, straight even number. Half the group has at least one
that's pretty good.
pre-order. So there we go.
No, Bill didn't like that.
Okay, so let's go to the next question then. I'll close this poll out. So here we are. Get ready for the next question, everybody. Again, there's that QR code or the website URL. You can just go to Slido, put in that 7-digit code, and it will land you there, just like the QR code. But let's go. This is our 3rd question out of the 4. Where do you typically purchase your Compass games? So you want to go with, say, the majority vote. So if you've bought, say, the last 10 games you've bought, whatever's the higher number, wherever you bought from. So third party could be online store, retail, or just anything other than Kickstarter or direct from the Compass website. So this just gives us an idea how everybody is actually acquiring. And I know there might be a mix for some people that are doing 2 or 3, but you want to go with the majority, which one you do the most often.
Yeah.
So-
One is Brian Miller. Silent War is in production. It's in actual production now. Okay. Western Front Ace is actually. That actually will be released in the first half of the year. As
Yep,
soon
just-
as we get. That's
as we
one
get it.
where as soon as we get in, it's going out.
Yep.
So
And
that's almost done with production. Then there was somebody else who asked the question, but I moved up. Oh, I can't say.
There was one on Central America from Victory Games. I know
Yeah, I don't know who the designer is.
that's a fair. We could look it up on Board Game Geek. It's a fairly detailed game. If Nick, I don't think it was Nicholas Karp. He did Vietnam, I think.
Oh.
Only.
Yes. The other thing we did was we actually, we had a couple of things in the fire over the last, and me and John were alluding to it. We obviously can't mention what that negotiation, what that was, because it's dead anyway. So it's no reason to
Right.
mention
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
then we had another one. Remember that, John?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That it looked like it was promising, but then we got that email.
Yeah.
and-
That request was that was quite
Yeah.
the request. I guess we
that
can
was
share what
our
the
first. We finally.
That was our
we
first-
can allude to this. This is one of the big, and we'll just say this is one of the big players in not wargaming, but in gaming. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Gaming, normal gaming output.
right.
Okay, and we finally got the contact person after
Yep.
years of trying.
Yep.
And here's the funny thing: they actually responded.
Yeah.
So
That's-
that was like, I got a little bit excited at that point in time, but then so we were getting excited, and then all of a sudden the next email was like, you
Come-
can go F yourself, really.
Come to
Because
our
this ain't never gonna
they had an event. Come to our acquisitions fair where you can meet with other. We meet with everybody interested in our product lines and
Which is
like a
which
big
is
auction.
Really F you. So, but that was actually a fun conversation, and that happened right around our convention. Remember?
Yeah, it was all these negotiations were sort of swirling around the same time. Although I'd say the first negotiation was never a negotiation, was it? It was just a waste of time. But
no, the
yeah,
first. No, look,
or one person negotiated. You did. You negotiated.
and the problem is, I'm not saying anymore.
I know. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's over. It's done with.
Yeah.
And it's whatever happened, it didn't happen,
Oh,
and now we're
Yep.
moving.
All I can say is what's next to the Corvette. I'm not saying anything else. Was next to the Corvette. We're gonna stay cryptic on that one. So that's we have to stay cryptic. So we do have NDAs in place.
interesting.
So we're not gonna get
Right?
into. Okay, so we got 110 questions, and looks like nearly 7 out of 10 folks who have purchased direct. So Kickstarter, that sort of makes sense, because if you're ordering direct all the time, you're not going to need a Kickstarter to order direct.
But again, I will say, you guys are great with these questions and answering them, because they do. And we're going to have more different ones that go into all different types of things. And we already have a list at the office of what, like 30?
Yeah.
Okay. This is very helpful. And
Yep.
we're going to have others and we value your opinion, and that's always good.
So this is the last question. This is an interesting question because we've only handpicked out 4 games out of what's coming this year. There's obviously a lot more than 4 games, but this is intentional. We just want to focus on these 4 for now as a first run to see if you have what your interest level is in this small batch of games. So there are choices for all of the above and none of the above, as you can see. So I did not pick this list, by the way. I just want everybody to know
this is
that.
just
No, what this list is the upcoming games in order.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is pretty much down the road, isn't it? Yeah, this is. Yeah, these
This
are
is
games
right. These are
down. These are
coming
down.
right
These
as
are
we
down
speak.
the list quite a bit. Yeah, I got you.
Now let me see if this matches. Okay, what we see on our end.
Okay, so this is good. So if everybody can make a vote on this, this will help Bill.
That's a surprise.
This will help Bill a lot.
But you want to know something? That's what we think.
No, other than this one.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
I don't even know if that's real. Well, you have to, you had
What?
you have a fair bit, right, already?
No.
That's not really a shocker, I guess.
Well, yeah, it is a shocker. But those just go with my. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one way to look at this is you throw out the none of the above. Throw out the none of the above because that's like half. So then you can focus comparatively
That's just really
on the remaining 4.
No,
I do have on pre-order. A lot of people
But-
have none.
but my point is this show. No,
Yeah, this
it
just
said, "What are you looking forward?" Not pre-order.
Well, that's what I would.
No,
I
this
would
is.
I know, but I put.
But
them-
what
I
I'm
put
saying
So what's your question? Sorry, I'm trying to follow what you were saying there.
No, here's my point. Okay, this is these numbers that we see here.
Yes.
Okay, I reflect what I see in the overall situation on these.
Like pre-orders and things like that, you mean?
Yeah, pre-orders, interest, and stuff like this. Because we're not asking in this question, we're not asking about pre-orders. We're asking, are you looking? Would you? And we could have rephrased it better, but my thing is, this is exactly. It might not be in the order I would think,
Yeah.
because the order's screwed up.
Well, that's what you're saying.
No, I know.
Well,
I didn't even
No,
realize
I'm
they
saying
were.
the order from what I see on
Yeah.
pre-orders is a little different.
yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't be able to fit a question for the whole 2023 what we think would be coming because it would be a lot of games. It's better to put them in
But
chunks.
what we're going to do is, as the time gets closer, we'll do the next 4.
We need
So,
yeah.
but again, this gives us very good. And the other thing is, we're going to be asking a whole lot of questions of what genre you like or stuff like that. So it helps me, okay, to look at stuff. So I want you guys to be part of.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to get people's input.
Right. No, it's good. It's absolutely great to get this feedback. So this one was the biggest vote getter. We had more people joining us in
114
Slido,
votes.
so we're up to 114 votes, which is amazing. Thank you everybody. That's an amazing number of participants. So you guys are really helping us out tonight. So I appreciate that.
Oh, and then Adam, Stockweather's been very busy. Okay,
Yeah.
we're doing Balkans. Is going to come out after Carrier War. Doomsday Balkans.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going. Enemy at the Gates is in production now, and we're redoing a little reprint of Folder Gap. So we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because part of the series.
I think you did that.
What?
The carrier, the 1812, then Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday. I can't remember. Yeah.
And Michael's asking, how's High Seas Fleet coming along? The Kaiser's High Seas Fleet from Jeffrey.
And
Gilbert
that
Collins from Gilbert
yeah.
Collins. That's done.
That's in.
It's at the printer, I believe.
Oh, it went through Brittany already.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe she. I
Maybe
think it
it
did.
did. I
Yeah, I think
we
it
got-
went through. Yeah, it went through Brittany already. It should have. That was a few weeks ago.
You guys would be.
Yeah, it's done. That's done with that. That should be at the printer, for sure.
Yeah, we have. I'll tell you, but
And we are working on tracking projects for everybody. When it's ready and fully baked, we'll have a dedicated page on the website for all our pre-orders and where they are sitting, what stage of the process they're at.
yeah.
But
So what was I gonna tell you? Oh yeah. So he's in the process of finalizing Warriors for America,
Mhm.
which is based on it's an American Rev game based on Warriors of God and that system. Okay, that should be handed in pretty soon, like maybe in a month. And then he's got a card game that, and I think Julian played it with him yesterday. Okay, it was a card game on Guadalcanal,
Okay.
and it's going to have Midway, and it's going to have another one, and it's going to be solitaire friendly as well. So it's going to have a board, some counters, but it's really a card playing game.
Gotcha.
It's not like a card driven game. It's really like it sort of reminds me of a little bit of Napoleon Eagles.
Okay. Yep.
That type
Makes
of where you
Yep.
don't have a lot of and then yeah, he's working on some other stuff. He's working on a Gettysburg game. So he's been busy on that end.
Yep.
Yeah. John Southard, like I said, is working on the old carrier game. Then he's going to do a Tokyo Express
Tokyo
game.
Express again.
No,
Yeah, Tokyo Express.
No, definitely won't be on 2023 because he's got to
No.
do the first game.
Yeah.
And then he's going to do Tokyo Express. It's going to be the next
Yep.
one.
Exactly. All right. I was just reminding everybody, please get in your hashtag town hall so we can give away our first free game drawing for 2023. So hopefully somebody will start the year with a
You
lucky.
do it, you know.
I don't know what we do.
Well, tell me.
I can't remember what we did last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
Well, we got to give him away the one of those.
I think it would be Sniper Kill. You did 2 games last time.
Yeah, we got to do them again, I guess.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
People are just getting their town halls in, but I think we did 2 games to end the year. It was just sort of a special occasion.
Because you can't give anything up. So, yeah.
No, I just don't remember what we did last week.
No, we probably gave those 2. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll do.
All right. So people are just getting in their hashtag town hall. We had first. I want to thank everybody. I think we hit a new record milestone for the new year. We starting on a good track here with 220 people live right now. So thank you all for
Yeah.
joining us. That's a tremendous amount of people for this, and we really appreciate you guys, your support, and your ideas, and your feedback and comments. So we're at 178 entries for the free drawing out of 222. It's gone up to 222. So I think everybody's texting their friend, get on the Compass Town Hall. They're going to do the drawing now. So the number's gone up another 2. Again, it's 224. All right. So we're going to give away. What's the first game we're going to be giving away?
Sniper Kill.
Sniper Kill. Okay. Sniper Kill confirmed. So let's go ahead and get ready for the drawing. So thanks, everybody. Hope you had a great holiday, and I hope you're having a good start to your
Hey,
new
John.
year. Yes.
Can you, those poll numbers, can you print them out and give them to the staff here?
Yeah. Yep. There's. Yep. I
So
got
we
them.
can use them in our meetings and
Yep.
stuff?
Yep.
That'd be
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to do, everybody, we're going to do Sniper Kill confirmed. And just as a reminder, that is this game right here that I'm going to show you here in a moment as I navigate to it. Some people are just showing it. I've seen on Compass Games Enthusiast group, this little guy is showing up in post now. So
And
just coming in now.
so you know, the other one is actually in artwork. It's called Sniper Kill what the? Here, World War II.
World War II. Awesome. That's going to be, that's going to be a popular title for sure. So let's find our first winner for 2023. There's 225 people live. So let's go ahead. And this is for Sniper Kill confirmed. Thanks again for everybody who joined us. I think we'll have a second drawing here in a moment, but let's do Sniper Kill confirmed first. And the winner is Kent Hennessy. Oh, Facebook sneaks in for the win. Usually it's YouTube, but Kent, or I shouldn't say Facebook. I should call it by its
Yeah,
new name.
Yeah.
maybe not. I can't tell, but he buys a lot of games from us.
Okay, so Kent's a big winner. Congratulations, Kent, for Sniper Kill confirmed. Now, did I hear you correctly that you were considering a second game? Did I hear that right?
Oh, we're doing Chanel.
Yeah.
Chanel?
Yeah, maybe so.
Chanel boats number 9. Is that
Yeah.
what we're doing? Chanel?
Yes.
Okay, so just as a reminder for everybody, and this game's going to be probably out of
Well,
print.
I think it is. I think he
Game's
bought.
going to be out of print soon, so we got to get the winner done quickly here. So this is the other game that's recently shipped. This is the second game in the whole, starting with the Devil Boats, and it's going to be Dog Boats will be next.
Yeah,
That'll be
Dog
the-
Boats is actually in. Brittany has that one.
She's proofing it before
And then-
pre-production.
The one I'm looking forward to, not that I don't like these, it's a pirate game.
Yep.
That's going to be a great game.
I think we should have a counter for Bill as a pirate with a little thing. right?
With a
With the
parrot
chin,
on my
with the chin cut off. Okay, just kidding. All right, so here we go, everybody. So this is going to be the giveaway for Chanel boats, or as Bill says, Chanel boat number 9.
Yes.
And let's see who the winner is of Chanel boats. Another pretty new release, which people are just starting to receive. And the winner is Gary White. YouTube sneaks in. The confetti is thrown. And Gary White, congratulations. You are so both of you lucky winners tonight. Congratulations. That means we need to ask you to please send an email to sales@compassgames.com. That will go to Bill, and him and Billy will take care of the 2 door prizes to start this year. So congratulations to you both. There we go.
Well, it's been we've had a good time. I've had a good time, and hopefully you guys have. And again, I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate you answering these questions, because these are actually going to be very and as we get, you'll see different types, and you'll see why we're doing this. Okay, but we appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. And just a reminder, our town hall, it's every second and fourth Thursday of the month. So this is the second Thursday, obviously. We'll be back in 2 weeks for our next town hall session, which I believe will be number 59. So look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks. Happy New Year again, Bill and Billy, and the whole Compass
Take
team.
care and be safe.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I'll wave to everybody. We wave to him.